Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? I'm VodkaSunnyD. Welcome if you are watching on YouTube. It is good to see you all today. Episode 365 of SDRA2. Oh my god, is that Hajime on my screen? I love Hajime so much. Hajime, my favorite character. She made me win the first round. Yeah! Anyways, I'm live. Hi! I'm told that today's music is gonna get this YouTube channel banned. I'm fucking told by the fucking chat that today's YouTube music will get me banned. The investigation music is copyright worldwide, so this entire video might not even exist, YouTube. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Chat, say it with me. Hip hip! Lame, 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 boo! Lame, lame as fuck. Lame it, boo. Lame as fuck. Yoriko. Did we lose the last class trial? Yes. We lost the trial. We should all be donezo. We should all be dead. This is the afterlife. Yes. I'm still not convinced. Was Mikado really the culprit? I'm convinced. We lost. I'm convinced. You're lame? Let's get a lifetime ban on to be or not to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Our reasoning was perfect. No. No. Mikado won. Mikado won. Chat, type 1 if Mikado won the trial. No, if you think about what Mikado said before, it all matches up. We knew the culprit of the 4 other trials because we had an easy way of judging who the culprit was. But in the last case, we had no idea who placed the poison. Clearly, that was our downfall. But it was complete defeat. Complete defeat. Our usual process of doing things was made useless. All right, Sora, let's calm down on the Mikado glaze, shall we? However, somehow we lived. It's already over now anyway, so let's focus on the present. Yeah, let's do that. ... You're right, I'm sorry, Sora. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. What's up, Mono Bird? Are you ready? I guess, yeah. Right, well, let's move right away. Wait a minute, Mono Crow! Just where is the singularity? Wait, before that, do we even need to go to it? Sora, you have to go to it. You don't have a choice. You have to go to it. Chat, type 1 if the audio's good and the video's good. Do it now. I'm done fucking around. Tell me if the audio's good and the video's good. I'm done fucking around. I'm done. Mikado's plan and the reason why we got trapped in this killing game. If you already know, just tell us here and now. She's right. Don't be suspicious. If you have any information for us, tell us right now. Tell us now! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yes, Vodka Daddy, the audio is good. The fuck did you just call me? Let's get a lifetime ban on that person, too. Oh, I thought you already knew about Mikado's plan. Huh? Nikkei and everything a few days ago, remember? Besides, the reset codes were solved, so I think you have already come to your conclusions. Yuki, Utsuro, he's trying to meet them. Is that what you're talking about? Well, his goal is to put Utsuro's personality over Yuki's, therefore, aiming for the resurrection of divine luck. Why'd you say of divine luck twice? Isn't that what you already concluded in Mitch City? That's... Wait a minute. Only me, Sora, and Yuki were there. How do you know about that? That's because I am the overseer of this world. Currently, this virtual world is... what does that say? What does that say? Erogenous? Due to external intervention. You can tell what happened from this strange environment that surrounded you, right? When that happened, our security was destroyed, and without my admin privileges, I know little. So, just tell us what information you do know. Well, what a temper from Miss Kabuya here. Always so impatient. I have judged that seeing it for yourself would be faster than my explanation. It's only a waste of time talking here. I see. I know for a fact that it is not me or Mikado causing this intervention. It would be impossible to move such a place for us. Follow me. The coordinates of the map are all lined up, so it should be just up ahead. I don't think he listened to a single word I said. Can't be helped. We should just do what Monocro says for now. At the end of the day, it's only a matter of time before Mikado realizes something is wrong and comes to execute us again. That's a wise judgment. Now follow me. Due to the unnatural linking of these locations, you may feel somewhat dizzy upon movement. Please keep that in mind and have a safe travel. Very well. Toilets! Oh, good. Oh, good. Splendid day. Splendid day. Splendid day. We have arrived. This is the first singularity. My head is spinning. Huh? What is this? What's going on? As I said, this world is full of errors. It seems the objects are misplaced. It's not just that. When I woke up, we was on a sandy beach. Sora, why are you wording it like that? Why is she wording it like that? Yo, when I woke up, we was on a sandy beach. What? When I woke up, we was on a sandy beach, Monocro. True. And now we're somehow inside a building, Monocro. Wait, is this maybe the first island? Correct. The Bell Tower. This is where the first murder took place. In the virtual world, murders are of great significance. From this era, I should be able to do various manipulations here. This way. You go first. I love it. Huh? It's my boy. That's my boy! He had the perfect plan. He had it all figured out. What's this machine? Wait, there's somebody inside. He seems familiar somehow. Don't you remember the interview of Yuri Kagarin? Don't you remember the interview of Yuri Kagarin? Yuri, this person, it's Yuri Kagarin, right? A suspicious capsule-type machine reminiscent of a tube lay the sleeping body of Yuri, who was an adult like we saw in that video. You're all aware that the one who died in this tower was Yuri, right? What? Why is Yuri? No. More importantly, what is this machine? This machine is a device that connects the real and virtual worlds. In other words, this is the connector to the virtual world program where they currently reside. In the real world, just like Yuki, you two are in a capsule like him, asleep. So, Yuri has returned to his real body? Wait a minute. Yuri fell from the top of the tower, but there's no cuts and no wounds. Is Yuri alive? Say yes. Say yes, Monocro. Tell me my boy Yuri is alive and well. Tell me! No, Yuri is very much dead. Yuri! He had so much potential. What's in this device is just an empty body. Because the virtual world connects directly to the brain, so a death in here is a death in the real world. There are no exceptions. So everyone who died is still dead. Why did they put Yuri in the toilet room? There's so many potties in here. What's up with that? Why is he in the potty room? What's up with that? He's in the toilet potty room. The poo-poo-pee-pee room. But hearing Monocro say it like that, they're all gone. So why is Yuri still here? And why is that capsule here with him? I already told you. Told us? This place is entirely virtual. Your body is exactly the same. It's just a game avatar, so to speak. And with administrator rights, you can change the look of an avatar. So in other words, someone arbitrarily manipulated the body of the dead Yuri. Does that mean... It wasn't a person who intervened. It was due to the reset codes. When a reset code is activated, your avatar returns to the state of your original body. If you don't believe me, let me show you. What? I'm back to looking like... Huh? I'm back to normal. Originally, such a power would be impossible, but in this state, it is possible to manipulate it. Oh, we're just talking nonsense. Let's get back to the important part about Yuri's reality. To be precise, somebody called the connection device in reality. That was the first reason. The connection device? Is there something like that in the capsule machine? Well, as far as I'm aware, this device will show that information. Ah, here we are. This is his profile. That's all we know about Yuri Kagarin. Please have a read. Name Yuri Kagarin. Japanese and Russian raised. Mid-20s. From a young age, I inherited the Kagarin Corporation. I hated men very much, but was able to see varied abilities of humans. And became an outstanding businessman and developed the Kagarin Corporation to new heights. Using independently developed AI called Yuri for space explorations. I successfully contributed greatly to the space industry. And I became one of the symbols of the next generation of hope. Influenced by a beautiful lady from my past, I was determined to devote myself to helping women's welfare. Looks like a lot of great achievements, but still nothing special. Still the same old Yuri. That's enough out of you. Not only Yuri's body was big, he himself was... What? What? So what does this have to do with our situation? Why are they dogging on him, bro? Why are they dogging on him? You're dogging on him in front of his dead body. Bro, what? What was big? I don't even know what they were referring to. I'm guessing ego, but I don't even know. Miss Sora, do you not remember? Yeah, what? Well, I'm aware you recovered your memories as Akane Taira. Am I wrong? Yuri Kagarin met Akane Taira as a small little baby. What? Sora? Yuri, who originally rejected men and worshipped women. The reason he became so obsessed with women was because Yuri hired Akane Taira as a worker for him. Then, does that mean, Sora, do you remember meeting him as Akane Taira? I'm not too sure. I can't remember for certain. Well, I don't really remember everyone I met whilst I was a maid. Right. Well, whether Miss Sora remembers Yuri or not doesn't really matter. What's important is Yuri had knowledge of Akane Taira. Why is that important? Why does that matter? Because that is the reason they was caught. They was caught in the killing game. That's the reason they was caught. All of you. Utsuro, the very purpose of Mikado. He brought you all here because you were all related to his classmates during Utsuro's time. So, if I met Akane once in my life, I'm getting wrapped up into this killing game. There's a chance that I get wrapped on up into this fucking killing game? Hell no. How about no? Basically. What? Including me? Minako Tamori. Does that name seem familiar to you? The name Tamori seems familiar to me. I don't know about the other part. Minako? Wait, do you know her? Minako Tamori's only daughter. Kizuna Tamori is the ultimate cheerleader of the 79th class at Hope's Peak. She was one of Utsuro's classmates. Huh? No way. What? Minako is a married woman? What? Is that really a surprise? But she really has a husband and a daughter? Why, did you two have a thing going on? No, Minako was the madam at the bar I used to work at in high school. Dude, I'm gonna be so honest. The timelines are so confuggled for me at this point. I'm like, I need to get a whiteboard. I need to get a whiteboard and start be like, all right, this person's here. Yuri met her when he was a baby, and then this person knew this person. Like, what? Even though as a minor, she looked after me so I could work with her. To think she was a married woman. But this isn't about her. I mean, what does it matter if she's married? This is about Minako's daughter who went to Hope's Peak, right? All of the SDRA2 cast are a lot older than the DRA cast, I think. Okay, but you guys were all yelling to me. You guys were all yelling to me that Mikako's the daughter of that girl. Are the same age? Okay, that's fine, but Teruya's like a few years older, I thought, than like the students, right? Which is fine, but then how did Yuri meet Akane when he was a baby? It doesn't really matter. I don't play Danganronpa for like this, you know? I don't need all of this to line up perfectly for me, even though it probably does. It probably does, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a little confused. Not that it really affects me. Allow me to say this one more time. The reason you became a target of Mikado was because you were more or less related to the 79th class students. In the case of Miss Sora, Akane Taira was part of the 79th class herself. So that explains... Like, no, but that... Wouldn't... So Akane would have to be, like, at least... Minimum, at least 10 years older than Yuri. Like, at minimum, right? For that timeline to match up. Are we about to see Granny Akane? And Grandpa Utsuro? Are they gonna... Wait, are they gonna come into the trial... And Utsuro's gonna be, like, on a walker as he comes into the trial. We got Grandpa Utsuro coming in, and Granny Akane's coming in like, oh, Utsuro, it's time to do the trial. Let's ignite despair into these young whippersnappers. So that is self-explanatory. Wait a minute. Madam's daughter and Sora were classmates? Minako's age at the time, and then her daughter was in high school. That means none of this fucking matters. Grandma Kabuya? What? Oh no, I wasn't trying to calculate your age. Well, age doesn't matter, so just please stop calling me that. Grandma Kabuya! If she's Grandma Kabuya, right? Hold on, math time. If Yuri is the same age, or close in age, to Yuriko, right? And Sora is calling Yuriko grandma, then what does that mean Akane is if Akane met Yuri when he was a baby? Does that mean Akane's old? Does that mean Akane's unk? Does that mean Akane's granny? No. That means Akane's dead. She died of old age. Like, what the fuck? She passed away due to old age. Is that touching moment over? Is that touching moment over? Can I continue? All of you, except the members of Void, were related to the 79th class in some way. No, technically, the Void sought out to help the 79th class member, Utsuro. Since they're technically related, it means that all of you are related to the 79th class. So, for the reason that you knew someone, you get fucked. Come to think of it, Teruya is part of the 79th class of Hope's Peak as well. Then, was Teruya also a classmate of Utsuro? Correct. In Mikado's plan, everyone was supposed to have the slight relation to the 79th class, but there were some people who were in the 79th class for themselves. That includes Akane Taira. That's you, Sora. Fuck! And that's the reason we're in this terrible situation. Because we had a connection to the 79th class. Why are we going so fast? All that time I was speed reading, all they did was say Teruya was in DRA. That's all they said. Which we know. Because we're real ones who played DRA. We didn't skip it. We didn't skip DRA. Like some people do. So why did Void, Mikado, collect everyone connected to the 75th class? In order for Yuki to become Utsuro, we needed to create a similar environment to the previous game. Mikado called it reproduction. Reproduction? Like reproducing? Had no choice. It was to create a conflict of men versus women for the exact reproduction. Killing Yuri was the only way to do that. Him dying as a fact alone would be enough. As expected, it stirred up theories of a woman being the culprit. I'm sorry, Mikado. I messed up the reenactment. It shouldn't be a surprise, considering the flawlessness of your reenactment of this case. Quite unlike a certain... We kind of already knew this, though, early on. Oh! Oh! Fuck getting stuck in a time loop. Give me the killing game. That's my answer. I want to kiss you, Vodka. You can kiss this lifetime ban. Setsu would keep us sane? You're not with the Genosha cast! Wait, what are you talking about? I've never been to Hope Speak Academy. That's correct. You wasn't a student or Yuri at Hope Speak Academy. Then here is the problem. You started the killing school trip. Why did your memory go back to when it was in high school, huh? You all should know your memories have returned, but you see, Hope Speak was already closed several years ago, so the ultimate students that were considered the symbols of hope in this world could no longer be found. That's why Mikado decided to kidnap all the people who were considered the symbol of hope. Read Yuri's profile again carefully. I already read this. After the tragedy, major restoration had to begin. Among them, there were people who had great contribution to the restoration work, and Yuri was one of them, gosh darn it. Those people were the next generation of people of hope, just the same as the ultimate students. They were called the symbols of hope. Mikado focused on that in the town itself, and as such, put everyone's age back to when they were in high school. In other words, you are virtual ultimate students. Vodka's patience wears thin. My patience always wears thin. Come on, wait a second. A symbol of the next generation of hope? Does that include me? Oh my god. But I thought that we were on a time constraint, bro. I thought that we were on a fucking time constraint. Isn't Mikado on his way trying to isn't Mikado dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh? Like, isn't Mikado on his way here trying to figure out what happened and why everyone's still alive? And we're out here, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I a student? Yes, but I don't have any achievements that could earn me that talent. Ho ho ho, you're too humble, Miss Kabuya. You certainly deserve that title. You were a counselor, correct? Really? Well, I did some volunteering through the speaking skills I learned as a hostess and became a psychologist. Of course, I did gain a little recognition, but not to the extent of being called that. It's through the counseling that Yuriko did that she began to stand out after the tragedy. She helped a lot of people who were physically and mentally damaged by the disaster. W. Yuriko. And all for the small cost of nothing. Many people suffered from PTSD, and thanks to Yuriko's hard work, they got through their trauma. And that got her the title of being the symbol of the next generation of hope. Yuriko, that's awesome. Well, that being said, shouldn't I have been the ultimate counselor instead? Why was I chosen as the ultimate hostess? Again, I thought you had to be a high schooler to be an ultimate. Did she start, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did she start hosting? That's not what I was known for. Your talent and memory were inextricably linked. If you was selected as the ultimate psychologist, you memories wouldn't sync well since you wasn't a psychologist allergy pill obtained. Ah. Delicious. Anyways, originally my purpose was to manage various flights. I must have been developed for that. Even though most of my data has been modified, I still have no memory of being the AI Yuri. What? Why the hell is the AI created by the Kagurine Corporation being modified to use in a killing game? Because they could! Mikado was extremely focused on efficiency. For him, the Kagurine's AI had all the necessary conditions for the plan. I must have been the best prey. So he kidnapped Yuri and stole his artificial intelligence? That's what you're saying? So in summary, in addition, an AI created by the next generation of Hope would be fitting for his plan. This isn't a very good story. Well, I don't know all of Mikado's actions. All of the memories of me being the AI Yuri have been erased. I just went through with the killing game as programmed, but now that I know my identity, I can clearly remember what took place because of the program, which is why I am helping you both. An unimaginable identity. Yuri was deeper in Mikado's plan than we all thought. But of course, Yuri is dead. He was also a victim. The scary thing is how someone executed all these large-scale crimes. But this was all done by the person called Mikado Sonoji. Even after we got our memories back, we still didn't know much about Mikado himself. Monocro, if you look at it, you're also a victim of Mikado. It must have been hard for someone that was programmed for good purposes to be doing horrible stuff for Mikado like that. Well, that's not exactly the case. Huh? This body is simply a programmed algorithm. I am just an AI. I have no emotions. I laugh, act gloomy, get angry, etc. Not because it's how I actually feel. It's because I was programmed this way. But artificial intelligence is not human. As an AI, I have no feelings of guilt. The only person who committed a crime is Mikado. However, distinguishing the good and the bad, there is no function for that. I am helping you now because I realize my original role. Because that is what my algorithm says to do. An artificial person that acts on its own emotion and ignores algorithms? Well, that would be called an alter ego. You do not need to sympathize with me or worry about me. You only have to use me. Because all I am is a tool to help humans. Artificial intelligence that acts according to an algorithm. Monocro's actions are not based on emotion. They're simply deduced using his systems. But even was that really it? If his behavior is just an algorithm, what did all those other times mean? Guys, I'm so excited for the burger bar. I am shaking and shitting. I am so excited for the burger bar. Today's burger bar day, dude. I have been working my ass off. I have been at work and at work and at work and at work. And the burger bar is soon. Burger bar! I'm so excited for the burger bar. Chat, what kind of milkshake should I get at the burger bar? Monocro, please wrap this up, says hit pause 885. You're not wrong. I kind of expected this, though. I kind of expected it to be this kind of stream. Like, we have a general idea of what's going on, but they still have, like, a lot to officially explain, right? So, I assume that's all going to be done in Chapter 6. Which is not a thing I'm really a fan of in Danganronpas. I've never, if you've watched my content, I've never been a Chapter 6 guy. I've never been a Chapter 6 guy. Some games do it better than others, but, like, they really like to lore dump in their Chapter 6s. That's across all Danganronpas, like, ever that I've played. Which, like, you know, depending on what aspects of the game you like, could definitely still be for you. I'm not a big consumer. A big old consumer of the rich lore. They really lay the lore on thick. Oh, they lay that lore on thick. They lay that lore on thick. That thick lore. Yeah, but I can't wait. I think I'm gonna get chocolate. Now, let us move to the second singularity. Time might be infinite, but not for us. You may feel dizzy between moves, so try to mentally prepare yourself before we begin. Are they gonna let me save? Okay, I think I understand. I have a prediction. Oh, wow. That was one. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow! I have a prediction, dude. We're gonna go to each of the past students. We're gonna go to each of the past students, right? And we are going to get to save beforehand, and then they're gonna talk a lot. I mean, I'm glad Lineage put down the save points in between. There's about to be a lot of talking. Goodbye, Yuri. Later, bud. Someone says Lineage, you can spread those throughout. I mean, I think Lineage dropped, like, enough clues where, like, at least by the time you reach this point, you have a pretty good understanding of what's going down. But they are just gonna, like, reiterate everything. Prepare yourself for the dizziness, come this way. Because that's how you're, like, obtaining the truth bullets. I'm dizzy. Is this one of the private rooms? Welcome to the second singularity, Kokoro's private room. I think you should all remember it. Kokoro's room. This is where the second murder took place. Wait, but how? This is the Mono Cruise. I thought Mikado blew it up. Well, I guess you could say this is the backup data. Common sense doesn't... Now, I will say this. If you have... if you have a lot to go through, I don't know if I'd have my characters being like, well, wait a minute. I thought the Mono Cruise blew up. How are we here? Like, we all know we're in a virtual instance, bro. We're seeing half toilets. We're seeing half toilets. We're seeing half fireplaces. You know what I mean? We're seeing fucking tables and chairs clipping in and out of reality right now and numbers floating. Yoriko, you know, love ya. I just don't think I'd be like, hey, I thought Mikado blew this up. Why are we here? And here's like 4 sentences of dialogue as to why. We got a lot to get through. We don't need to worry about this. Common sense doesn't apply in a virtual world full of glitches. Don't think too hard about it. Please, come this way. We followed Monochrome to the corner of the room. Just as it was in the first singularity, there was somebody inside the capsule machine, a middle-aged woman. This is Kokoro. Oh my god! Yes, this is how Kokoro looked in the real world. Well, to be more accurate, should I call her Kokoro Kurokawa? Kurokawa, that is Kokoro's last name. She is married. Kokoro was married. She was that old. So, like me and Yuri, she's considered the next generation symbol of hope and related to the 79th class of Hope's Peak. Yes, however, this is not relevant. Miss Mitsume, no, Miss Kurokawa is the mother of the ultimate exorcist Mikako Kurokawa. See, this is where the timeline confuses me. And she's a member of, because you guys said that the DRA cast, well, the DRA cast just should be older than them. I'm so confused. All right, anyways. Wait, Mikako? Oh, my head! Sora, what's wrong? What a nostalgic name. It must be for our dear Sora. Well, Kokoro here is only related to Mikako by blood. They haven't actually met for a long time. There were circumstances that caused this. Was Mikako was disowned by her mother and raised separately. Circumstances? What kind of circumstances? I don't know the details. Mikado only gave me the information I needed to know. I'm sorry, I don't know everything. What's with your side?
if she was accepted into Hope's Peak Academy herself. Wait a minute. Isn't something off here? Yuriko? Look at her profile. Of course, it looks like she was famous in the past. How come I haven't heard about her? Huh? This is the first time I've heard the name Kokoro Kurokawa. So, how could she be one of the next generation's symbols of hope? Monocro, do you even know what you're saying? As far as I know, the next generation's symbols of hope were the hope in the new world. So, how could her name not be known? Are you sure you aren't getting it wrong? In fact, Dude, I'm too stuffy for this. I actually want to do ASMR. Wait, what do, like, ASMR people do if they're stuffy? How do I hide this? I'm a stuffy fuck. In fact, that profile says nothing about her being a symbol of hope. No, Mikado told me this directly. He needed talented people to replace the ultimate students. But, as Yuriko said, it is a little weird. Are you sure you weren't being fooled by Mikado? Well, as I said prior, I do not know everything, so maybe there are details I'm not sure of. Let's put this topic on hold. I don't think we'd get an answer by going in circles like this. You're giving up already? Use the intelligence in artificial intelligence. It is because of my artificial intelligence that I gave up so quickly, Miss Sora. My body is like a computer, so to speak. My thinking speed far exceeds the human brain, and nothing comes to mind no matter how much I think about it. It's safe to say, I have no idea. Ugh, really? Even if you're an ally, you're not much help. Reminds me of Nikke. Jesus, bro. It really doesn't matter that much, but the more I think about it, the more strange it becomes. Why is it only Kokoro's information that's like this? We're only at the beginning, and there's already so many problems. Still, Monokuro is the reason we're getting this far. At least we're making some meaningful progress. Sora, this might be a weird time to ask, but didn't Teruya say all but 3 of the 79th class had died in the killing game? Wouldn't that mean that you died? And that Kokoro Mitsume's, no, Kurokawa's daughter is already... Was she your friend? You were classmates after all. the same. I don't want to fight with you either, Sora. Well, you're right. Confessing your sins isn't exactly an easy task. I was being too forward. I'm so sorry, Sora. No, you're not. Good. Glad you both made up. Such a touching friendship. You always managed to get along so well. Stop being so nosy, you sick fuck. You're free from Mikado now, right? And you're still poking your beak into other people's business? OMG. Sorry, it's a habit. Everyone spam Yuri in the chat. Woo, Monocro. There's nothing else about Kokoro, right? Yes, to tell you the truth, Kokoro is an unusual case. If you're ready to move on to the next singularity, we should go. All right, yeah, let's go. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip. And chat failed. The previous two singularities were at the crime scene, right? So, should the next one should be the ghost house. Oh, right. So, if the singularity's at the crime scene, there should be 3 more left. Correct. What are we going to do after it's all over? I don't know. What? Yeah, I know I keep saying this, but I don't know. All I can do is show you the profiles and give you the approximate indicators of the event. It's up to you what you decide to do after that. What? Well, I guess I was leaving everything to Monocro. Until a while ago, I was calling you suspicious. I'm sorry, Monocro. I have said this before. I am only a tool. You do not need to apologize to me. Yuriko, let's save this for later. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Everything feels dizzy. Let's go. Mikado's coming. And Mikado's here. GG's. Mikado's here. He's gonna shoot us in the head now. Mikado's here, and he's gonna shoot us in the head. Mikako Kurokawa. The sin I committed back then. What I want to say to Yuriko, was this really right? I mean, we genuinely don't have time for it. No, I shouldn't be asking that now. Mikado is too... He's just too Mikado core. We can't just be dicking around here. The investigation comes first, correct. She's gonna be pissed later, but like you should have told her earlier on if there was something. We got 1 bullet? Fuck me. Dude, this stream is gonna be a fucking grind, dear God. But that's okay. People love Danganronpa. Yes, yes. Monocro on my screen. Woo! Are you ready? Yes! To Setsuka! Woo! Prepare yourself for dizziness. Come this way. Ugh, dizzy again. Doesn't matter. Is it just me or the landscape breaking even more? It's because there's a lot of data. You better hurry. There's 3 capsules. Well, it's for the twins. Oh, pain. So following the pattern so far, these mechanical devices at the singularities and the dead are in places where they died. That's correct. That's weird. The only ones who have died so far, the ghost house was Hajime and Emma, the first 2. Where are they at? Is that because the voids are in the void? Well, that's right, but these pods are for the victims, not the criminals. And, to some extent, the twins here are also victims. Well, that's... What? I told you he was here. I told chat, I looked you in the eyes, and I said Mikado is on his way. He's out of breath. What's wrong? Are there ghosts? There's somebody behind the pillar. It's Mikado! He disguised himself as a Roha! Run! Get out of here! Where the hell am I? How do I get out? I hate you, Mikado, I hate you. That's exactly what a disguised Mikado would say. Iroha? Ah! I'm sorry, Mikado, please forgive me. Ah, Sora and Yuriko. It has been a while, Miss Nijue. Monocro? What are you doing here? How did you get here? No matter how much I try to leave, I can't escape. The answer is simple. You cannot move between coordinates because you are not an administrator. I brought these two here myself. Well, certainly looks like you're back to normal. And can I go home? After all you've done, that's all you have to say? Oh, that hurts! Wait, whoa! Why are we abusing each other? We don't have time for this. Miss Yoriko, violence is against the... No, I am no longer a teacher. The rules do not matter. Why are you overreacting? Sora, you should be just as mad as me. You haven't even shouted at her. She cooperated with Mikado and helped kill Teruya. She almost got us all killed. Dude. If Yoriko knew what Akane did, bro. I'm sorry. Stop it, Yoriko. We can't change what happened. There's something I wanted to ask her. Damn, stop slapping her. What the fuck? It hurts. Iroha. This new Iroha sprite that they saved for Chapter 6. The Iroha turned around sprite that they saved for Chapter 6. The rules say she couldn't have betrayed him. Yeah. I think out of all the SDRA2 cast, I think the character that grew on me the most was Iroha. I really like Iroha a lot. I'm not gonna say that I ever disliked her. Like, she kind of was just there in the beginning. But I think Iroha is a very enjoyable character. And I think she's grown on me exponentially throughout each trial. I know you was on Mikado's side, but that doesn't matter anymore. Tell her, Sora. She's kind of like comic relief. I like the comedic characters. It's part of the reason why I really like Satsuki. Like, a character doesn't have to be, like, good to their core for me to like them, but a character that's, like, genuinely funny, I do enjoy. I can understand why you did what you did. I mean, that's... I mean, I really liked Kokichi for that reason, too. Kokichi's fucking hilarious. Do I agree with the shit he does? No. But he's funny as fuck. I can understand why you did what you did. Even after Hajime was betrayed, you couldn't give up on the plan, because you were desperate. You need to reach your heaven again. My heaven? How do you know about divine luck? Just shut up and listen. Jesus! What's going on right now? But now that you've come this far, you should know now. Mikado Sonochi only sees you as a tool. So even now, you have another choice. Join Mikado again, or you give us a chance. What do you say? I wanted to join you, but the school rules. The school rules? Yeah, stop slapping her, bro. It was why Nikke died. If you betray Void, you get killed yourself. Do you really think I stuck to Mikado because I liked him? I couldn't do anything. Yeah, chill, Yoriko. Jeez. The school rules were only added after Shinji died and the trial was over. So why? Why didn't you review yourself when Nikke did? Explain that one, Iroha. Damn, dude. That's because it was explained at the time, bro. It was explained at the time, bro. Chill. We literally said, I don't even remember the exact context, but it was something along the lines of like, if Iroha comes out after Nikke comes out, it seems like, one, less genuine, and two, people were already extremely on edge about Voids coming out. I don't think Iroha has much of a, like, voice and as much of confidence as Nikke had. So, like, when Nikke comes out and says shit, he can have some, like, he has that backbone to, like, deliver what he needs to like, naysayers and people being like, oh, are you really on our side? Where Iroha doesn't have that. Like, Iroha's just over here existing, and it's like, I don't think it was right for her to come out at that time, bro. I don't. That's because... Alright, calm down, Yuriko. This is not the time or the place to have this argument. We're not completely innocent either. You kind of tried to... You kind of tried to kill too. What? We're not completely innocent either. You kind of tried to kill too? Huh? I think Sora's saying they're both in the wrong in some ways. But anyways, now's not the time to feel guilty. Really? What? Why are you shouting all of a sudden? Sora? It's Kane Tyra, she's coming out! Oh no, it's nothing. Anyway, I'll pay the price for my sins one day, but for now, we have to stop Mikado. If we just leave him, we will continue his evil plans, and there will be even more victims. Oh my god. She tried to kill Yuki, remember, Vodka? Iroha did? I know Iroha tried to kill Sora. Did Iroha try to kill Yoriko? Oh, that's right. Yoriko did try to kill Yuki. Yeah, yo, Yoriko, chill out, girl. Yoriko, chill out. I'm in high stress, girl. It's all relax. It's all take a breath. I forgot about that. I also forgot about these cookies I just found in my room. Thin and crispy. Pepperidge Farms dark chocolate chip. Just sitting over here. Nice little sealed bag of them. Probably, they might be melted, bro. It's been hot as fuck these past few days. Translation was wonky. I think they mean Yoriko tried to kill Yuki. Oh, that makes sense. Please give me one cookie. You know, I would, honestly. I would. But I'm on a mission. We can only prevent this with our own hands. Think about it. Do you want to know, chat? Let me give you a secret to life. Let me give you a secret to life. If, no matter how you feel about me, there was a time when I was younger that I would get frustrated if people were rude or kind of dickheadish about the things I enjoy. There are things that I enjoy, and it will happen to you, that when you talk about the things you enjoy, people will respond with a remark that will put down what you like or be kind of like dickheadish towards what you like. Okay? And I'm gonna give you a secret. And this secret helped me a lot. Okay? I understand that when you like things, you want to talk about it. I get that. And people are rude. Naturally, unnaturally, sometimes intentional, oftentimes not intentional. I remember back in the day, one of my favorite games was Pizza Tower. I'm a huge Pizza Tower fan. I love Pizza Tower. And Pizza Tower, if you've never played it and you just look at it, it is a very weird looking game. And I remember when people would ask me what my favorite game was, I would list like my top 5, and I'd put like Pizza Tower on my top 5. And I remember there were multiple interactions where people were saying stuff to me that I probably couldn't say on stream, just in-person interactions with people being the way they are. Never played it, never looked into it, don't know anything about it, and would stare at it and call me something absurd or say like this looks like this and this, and you know, it's what it is, right? So a secret for you guys: if somebody comes to you and you're sharing something you enjoy and they are dickheadish or rude about it, instead of getting mad, just go, oh, well, I really liked it. I promise you, it has helped me so much. It sounds so simple. It doesn't sound like anything revelating or big. Just go, oh, I really enjoyed it. People will look at you and they will give you the longest statement. Even though they've never played it, even though they've never checked it out, they'll give you the longest statement as to why Pizza Tower sucks, as to why Danganronpa sucks, as to why this anime or that anime sucks, or they didn't like that. And no matter how long their statement is, no matter how much of an asshole they are, just go, oh, I enjoyed it. I promise you, it is very hard to respond to that statement in a negative way, in a dickheadish way. It works. It just works. And I started doing that a few years ago. I stopped getting frustrated when people would like dog on me about the things that I liked for no fucking reason, and it just works. There's no reason that you should be subjecting your mental health and your time into negativity that consumes you. Just say, well, I really liked it, and move on. I promise you, dude. It will help you so much. It will. It will. You'll be annoyed, but you'll get over it. And guess what? You would have been annoyed either way. You would have been annoyed either way. You would have been annoyed if you responded. You would have been annoyed if you got into it with them. You would have been annoyed if you tried to break down and go into detail as why this is this and that's that. Just take a breath and be like, well, I really liked it. It is foolproof for me. Or it has been up to this point. It is foolproof. Okay? Well, I really enjoyed it. All right. And stay off Twitter. Stay off Twitter. Void has been doing some wild shit. Well, I'm not interested in boxing, media, or art, so I'm not sure, but Emma Magarobi, I know that name for sure. Before the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, she was famous. Yeah, it's just luck. Huh? Us Voids originally didn't have a talent at all. They were all faked, given to us using Utsuro's luck. That's what our talent is. God damn, Aroha laying it out! It's just as Aroha said, but Yoriko was still right. They still technically have a talent. Okay, so I'm going to address the elephant in the room. And people can be upset about it. Okay? The reason why I am not going to be doing any SDRA2 stuff and DRA stuff after I'm done with the game is because of what I've had to deal with from fans. That is why. There are other reasons, but that is the main core reason. The fan base and the fandom fucking suck. Game good, lineage good, writing good, characters in-game good, lots of good here. At least to a tier list, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am washing my hands clean of Fangans after this. I am done. Unless Lineage personally hits me up and says, hey, will you play or promote this? I appreciate your playthrough. Unless fucking a collaborator I respect reaches out and says, will you do this? Here's why we should do this with XYZ. Or unless somebody pays me a lot of money to check out a Fangan. That is the only way I am going back. I am done. I am good, bro. I'm good. I am a Danganronpa fan. Hell, I am a DRA fan. I love DRA. I love SDRA2. I wouldn't have done all I have done up to this point if I didn't. actually recording YouTube videos. I used to do it. I used to record Let's Plays and upload them way back in the day on my old channel. And I enjoyed it. I just, like, don't have fucking time, dude. My days are so clusterfucked together because of my other job. It's just like, dude, I just don't have time. Only Mikado knows the full truth. Even with Aroha, nothing has changed. We still don't have any definitive clues. No, although she was an enemy, Aroha is still one more ally. Now we've joined forces, we can defeat Mikado. Do whatever you want, Vodka. I'd like to. Sometimes I wish there was more hours in a day, or I wish that we were expected to work less as human beings. Or both. Now what's wrong? No, it's just like Monocro says. I wouldn't be much help. I need Tamagotchi life, please. I'll consider bringing it back. I'll consider it. We didn't have any information before, but at least with Aroha now, we know all of the Void members. Even if it's not a definitive clue, the more information we know, the better. Well, I have something I want to ask you a little later, but first of all, let's investigate these 3 capsules. So I have a question, chat. I have a take, but I feel like this take is going to get me blown up. So a lot of people, when I was first, before I even knew anything about SDRA2 or DRA, a lot of people, like, said, you gotta play SDRA2, the first one doesn't really matter, or, like, you could skip the first one, or, like, the first one is bad because of this, this, and this. And because of the information that I received, I was under the impression, like, I didn't even know the first one was a death game. I just thought the first one was, like, some sort of, like, lore drop, boring game, given what people were talking about it. Who the fuck said this? I don't know, this was years ago, bro. This was, like, 2024, I think. It was a while ago. And, now that I've played both games, DRA is, like, one of the best Danganronpa experiences I've had. Like, yeah, it would have been nice if there were better translation, and yeah, it would have been nice if there was voice acting. But, like, in terms of, like, trial, cast, pacing, how things played out, DRA was, like, a genuinely awesome experience. Like, I am a DRA fan. Like, I think that game's fucking sick, dude. I enjoyed all the other Danganronpa games I've played, but, like, I really liked DRA. Would I get skewered for saying that I like DRA more than SDRA2? Would I get skewered for that? Is that, like, a take that would get me, like, blown up? Is that, like, a real thing I'm allowed to say? Oh, no. Oh, whoa. I was not expecting the single hairpin, Okay. Inside the machine was a little different, but still recognizable women sleeping quietly. Hibiki and Kanade don't look that different. They don't? I think they look pretty different. Well, they definitely look like adults compared to their young look before. Hibiki, and I don't even want to face the thing next to her. Iroha, did Void even know that Kanade was a serial killer? I had no idea. I don't even understand what a person like that was doing in the plan in the first place. And when we met with Mikado, the plan was already set. Only Mikado knew the criteria for the personnel. All of them were just Mikado's puppets. But wait a minute, if Mikado did, like, super crazy extensive background on all these people, you can't tell me he was surprised by, like, Kanade's actions, right? Like, they knew about these people, right? They even had the footage of, like, Kanade doing crazy shit. So, what's up with them being like, well, I'm shocked that Kanade did that. What you mean? What you mean?
She killed like 90 other people or something. Like, what was her death count? Like, how many people she killed? Like 67 people? Well, even the police couldn't catch Kanade, but they had footage! Name, Hibiki Otadakoji. Before the tragedy, she was a vocalist who was in a popular band, Melody Rhythm. After the tragedy, she revitalized the stagnant society. She created charity performances with all the money that was donated to the restoration projects. In addition to her band activities, she also participated in volunteer activities quite often. Because of these actions, she began to be called the next generation symbol of hope. Name, Kanade Otadakoji. She's actually a demon in disguise. Before the tragedy, she was a guitarist who was in the popular band Melody Rhythm. After the tragedy, she revitalized the stagnant society. She created the charity performance, which all of the money was donated to the restoration project. In addition to her band's activities, she also participated in volunteer activities quite often. Because of these actions, she began to be called the next generation symbol of hope. Interesting. Huh? There's hardly a difference between them. Why is a killer who has taken at least 60 lives considered the next generation symbol of hope? There's another strange thing I noticed. With this profile alone, there doesn't seem to be any connection with the 79th class of Hope's Peak. Actually, I only have basic information about the twins. I was also amazed by Kanade's turn. What? Surely you should know everyone except Kokoro. Wait, I can make a theory, but it is not pre-entered information. Mikado might not have even known about Kanade's tendencies. How? You had footage! Could that really be possible? Didn't Miss Kanade herself say it in the third trial? This is the first time I have been caught. That must mean nobody ever caught her committing murder, which means that it was left as an unprecedented case. Then how did you have footage? You literally caught in 4K! That's fine if you want to say you didn't know about the other cases, but she killed her parents! That's still a very big red flag! You had footage! The police trying to solve over 60 cases. Perhaps it could have been a connection with the police. The police? The director of the Kisaragi Foundation, the 79 class of the former Ultimate Policeman, Tsurugi Kinjo, I'm sure he had a close relationship trying to catch Miss Kanade. What? The Ultimate Policeman? Think about it. Important figures around Melody Rhythm continue to disappear. Of course, at some point, the twins must have been interrogated. Tsurugi Kinjo hates evil more than anyone else. Tsurugi Kinjo mentioned... It's hard to think that he wasn't on the case. What about Hibiki? She's not related. No, at this time, Hibiki was also a suspect, the same as Kanade. She would have been interrogated too, and because of Kanade's nature, she would have been highly covered up by her crimes completely. Therefore, I think Miss Hibiki would have met Kinjo at least once. Wait, isn't that a little off? I don't know who Mikado was, but how did he find the serial killer that even the police couldn't find? That's... I'm not too sure. I'm sorry. Exactly! They don't even know! There's something I'm worried about. One condition Monocro said is that the next generation symbol of hope must be related to the 79th class. How do I explain? It just feels so odd to me, like random selection. In fact, when I heard about the people in the plan, I did question the criteria a little. Mikado said that these people are enough. There was no alternative. There's no alternative? He said because they would be difficult people to capture and everybody knew them. Well, kidnapping not one but two celebrities wouldn't have been easy. How the hell does he have so much nonsense intelligence? If you think about it, we really didn't know anything about Mikado, the mastermind behind this killing game, the leader of Void. Even during the killing game, we couldn't find out his true intentions. We were just doing nothing. So now that we can investigate as freely as possible, being left alone gives me a weird feeling of incongruity? The fuck does that mean? Sora, teach me a new word that you know and I don't. Definition of incongruity. Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity.
Incongruity. incongruity.
The state of being out of place, inappropriate or inconsistent with its surroundings. I see. Thank you, Sora, for teaching me a new word. One that was in your dialogue and not mine. Otonakoji twins have been added to the bolts of your handbook. You learn something new every day. Oh, I'm learning. Oh, I'm learning, and it's tasty. It's tasty how much I've been learning, chat. I don't even know which one to save over. Guess this one? Guess this one? Guys! 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 I would normally keep streaming, but can I be so real? I have to take the ultimate poop. I do. I do. I think I'm gonna be on that potty. Like, we're talking like Nekamaru. We're talking Nekamaru Nidai. We're talking Nekamaru Nidai, bro. We're talking Peko Yama. That's what we're talking right now. It's serious. Explain your shit very detailed. Explosive. I might die. I would normally keep streaming. I would. I usually stream for at least another 20 to 25 minutes. We have about 20 minutes left. Okay? But this fucking explosive, malicious dump is going to take like 30 minutes. It's one of those, dude. We're talking Peko Yama. We're talking 10 pounds down. We're talking gone. We're talking toilet might break. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Okay? I am. Thank you, everybody who came and hung out. Obviously, we're in a slower part of the game. Still a fan of SDRA2. It's been nice seeing the characters, getting some lore here and there. It's been good. Obviously, a little bit slower on the stream side of things, but it happens. It happens. Regardless, hope you'll come back. Tomorrow, I will not be live at 2 p.m. EST. I will be doing a secret stream. Only you guys are hearing about this. It is going to be a secret stream. Not a lot of people know. It's happening later at night, and it will be a collaboration. As for what the game is, as for what the collab is, as for who it's with, as for even when it is, all a secret. It's all a secret. I know the time. I know who it's with. I know the game we're playing, but I'm leaving it all a secret. Only the real ones can show up. I will post about it in the Discord when the time comes. So if you want a reminder about the secret stream, the secret collab, join the Discord. The Discord is linked in chat. It is a notification-only Discord, so you don't have to worry about being active there. You don't, like, a lot of people, they don't want to join Discords because it's like, oh my god, I'm already in so many. Like, I don't want to, I'd feel bad. I wouldn't be active. We'll be talking. You don't gotta fucking worry about that. You get your notification about the secret stream when it happens. You vote for the games you want when it happens. You get all the vodka news when it happens. Hand delivered right to your device, gosh darn it. So consider joining the Discord. Consider joining it. I've linked it in the chat. Also, the YouTube. Lots of stuff on the YouTube. Been uploading tons of fun videos. If you want to see what all the hype is about, all the rave, check out Horsey Game. Horsey Game's right here. Fun fucking time, dude. I know it doesn't look like much, but give it a watch. Trees Hate You. A lot of people have been liking this, too. Hell of a Birthday. We had some wild streams this week, dude. Weird games, and you know what? I want to play some more weird games. More weird games are coming. It's going to be fun. We finished up Zero Escape as well. But if you want to watch Zero Escape, you want to watch a variety of Danganronpa games, Tamagotchi Life, me reacting to Alien Stage for the first time, Deltarune, Undertale, Franbo, Little Misfortune, a wide variety of stuff. Ace Attorney, Your Turn to Die, Fears to Fathom. Consider checking out the YouTube channel. Okay? consider checking it out. I have linked it in the chat. I have. Go check it out. I'm sure you will find something that you like. Okay? I'm gone. I'm going to go blow up the bathroom now. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. This right here is for this weekend only. We didn't hit anything today, but that's okay. Might get spicy. We might not. It's part of the game, buddy. It's part of the wheel that we spin. If I don't leave right now, I'm going to explode. Goodbye. 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 Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Tomorrow. Secret stream tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye.